My name is Bill Story. Welcome to this Olderhood podcast series called Going Through the Retirement Door Successfully. This podcast series is brought to you by Olderhood.com, which is a leading online retirement community with over 70,000 followers around the world. Olderhood is for people approaching retirement and for people already in retirement. This podcast is therefore appropriate for both pre-retirees and post-retirees. Our blog is called Olderhood, and we have several Facebook pages, LinkedIn, Pinterest and Olderhood clubs around the world. We write our own articles and produce and host videos and podcasts and television shows. We also provide retirement coaching services and retirement readiness assessments. The purpose of this retirement series is to focus on a range of concerns and observations about life in the retirement years, and in particular to concentrate on the emotional impact of those issues, such as health, family issues, filling the day, boredom, still being useful in society, longevity, mortality, etc. We don't provide formal financial advice, but obviously the psychological impact of money problems is a major component of retirement life. I hope you'll find our Stella podcast more relaxed and casual. We're not newsreaders, but prefer to chat with our members in a more normal and comfortable fashion. Okay, enough said, let's get started. This episode is about eating in retirement. Eating is such a personal choice, and regardless of how many one-size-fits-all diets we see on television, the fact is that we're all different. So, to try and discuss eating habits in a coherent, universal fashion is impossible. Nonetheless, there are some observations worthy of discussion, in broad terms. Generally speaking, it seems that as we get older, we eat less. We don't crave huge meals like we used to do. We also don't crave huge greasy meals if we ever did. Oh yeah, a Big Mac and fries does sound tempting, but would we really go out of our way to get one? Probably not. There's no doubt that as we get older, we do think more about what we eat, how much we eat, when we eat, and so forth. The old grumbly tummy syndrome takes on new meaning. Pass the Tums, please. Yet, some people take the attitude that at this age, they can eat what they want and they don't really care too much. All their life, they've watched what foods they eat. They've followed diet after diet and watched their weight. But now, at this age, it doesn't seem to matter as much as before. Many people see it as a reward for getting older. In other words, they feel that they've earned the right to eat as they choose, and regardless of the consequences, they feel justified. If I want to have a bowl of ice cream at 2 a.m. because I can't sleep, then so what? The point being that all their life they have by and large conformed to what society dictated and how society looked at them. But now, many retirees lose interest in their looks, their weight, and their indigestion. Certainly, when they were out and about, more either at work or in social circles, they wanted to look good. Maybe it was peer pressure or fear of being talked about behind their backs, or maybe it was just simply personal taste or maybe vanity. Regardless of their reasons, their life before retirement was probably much more demanding than their life now in retirement. They can choose to look whichever way they want. If they put on a few pounds, they aren't too bothered by it. It is what it is, many will say. It's their choice. One of the other aspects to eating in the retirement years is that the types of food we once cherished sometimes cause us to have more medical issues as we age, and therefore we're more conscious of food intake. Clearly, with the internet age upon us, we have so many places to find out about food and their impact on the body. Trial and error is still available, of course, but we can easily find out information on chemicals, additives and so forth. We can also read about how certain foods have impacted other people and learn from them. I used to eat lots of bananas, but these days they disagree with me. I get an upset tummy. I used to love cheese, but now it gives me gas. I would really enjoy some dark chocolate, but these days, well, okay, I still eat dark chocolate. Not a good example. You get the point. One of the so-called secrets to better eating as we get older seems to be eat well, eat small amounts, and eat often. The days of huge meals, for example the famous Sunday brunch, are probably behind us now. Maybe not. It can be difficult to adjust to a routine of smaller meals, yet more of them in a day, but it's usually a good approach to have a more balanced diet. Of course, the fruit and vegetable mantra is always useful, but if we just can't get our heads, far less our mouths, around that notion, then we do what we can. The odd binge is probably better for the mindset than the waistline, but now and again, why not? There's no doubt that as we get older, our eating habits change. I have to say that I don't advocate that you should eat whatever you want, and as much of it as you please, simply because you deserve it. Apart from the medical consequences and whether excessive eating will shorten your life years-wise, the other main reason for controlled eating is just to feel better. If poor eating causes slowness, or tiredness, or depression, or nausea and so forth, then wouldn't you want to change your diet? In the meantime, ask yourself this question. Do I really want to eat everything I can lay my hands on, just because at this age I really don't care? Here's today's takeaway. Eating is one of those factors of life that has several angles. Health, emotional, financial, and it can also impact relationships. You really should be comfortable within yourself with your eating habits, and while you may feel justified in eating whatever you want, the fact is that you really should carefully think about your diet and how it will inevitably change as you grow older. Eat wisely. Okay, that's it for this episode. Next time we'll chat about other specific issues and features of retirement life, and with any luck, we might be able to help you get through that door successfully. Contact me at bill@olderhood.com or visit our website at www.theolderhoodgroup.com. Bye for now. I'm Bill Story, now signing off. Take care.